Good morning, Boker Tove. How are ya? It's wet. It's cold. Blech. It must be fall or winter or whatever you want to call it. Oh well. You'd think we were in Alabama or something. Oh, we are. Never mind. Anyway, this week we have a really good parsha for you. But before we discuss the parsha, let's discuss what's going on in the world. California is burning up. Yeah, what a drag. Hey, Denise. I grew up in Los Angeles, the San Fernando Valley, which is on fire. Not good. But the brave firefighters and everybody is pulling together, and it's amazing what community are doing for each other, and it's really quite lovely to see. I mean, not the fire, but everybody pulling together and everything doing well. Anyway, so that's the bad stuff. Oh well. But it is good that we're getting community involvement and all that. Now, let's talk a little Torah, shall we? Okay. What goes around comes around. In this week's Parsha, Vayetzei, Jacob leaves home to find his wife. He comes to Haran and meets Rachel. They're in love, and Jacob asks Rachel's father, Jacob's uncle Laban, for her hand. Laban agrees, but Jacob has to work for Laban for 7 years. The wedding day comes 7 years later, and Laban substitutes Rachel's older sister, Leah, for Rachel. Jacob wants to be married to Rachel. Laban says he can also marry Rachel for working for another 7 years. After another 7 years, Jacob and Rachel are finally married. How could Laban be so cruel to trick Jacob? Now, doesn't this story sound familiar? What just happened last week's Parsha? Didn't Jacob trick his father Isaac into giving him Esau's birthright? Didn't this pattern start with Abraham? Abraham loves Sarah more than Hagar, but Hagar has Ishmael, then Sarah has Isaac. Abraham favors Isaac, Isaac favors Esau over Jacob, so Rebekah has Jacob trick Isaac. Now Jacob loved Rachel more than Leah, and he's tricked by Laban. You got that? Yeah, you need a scorecard. I get it. This sounds like the plot of a soap opera. So what's the lesson? What's going on? What are we supposed to learn from this? It's really not complicated. Have you ever heard the expression, what goes around comes around? Deceit only leads to more deceit. Abraham's troubles come from what? Isaac's troubles come from what? Jacob's troubles come from what? What goes around comes around. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you have a wonderful week. And if you're in the great white South, I hope you, that didn't quite sound right today, did it? Never mind. The cold South, I hope you stay dry and I hope you stay warm. Anyway, before I get myself further in trouble, have a wonderful week. And I'm going to Connecticut this weekend to do a bar mitzvah. Yay, Braden. Okay? So I'm really going into the cold. Hey, it's what I do. Okay? So, until next Tuesday, have a good week. Have a great Shabbat. And Boker Tov, I will see you next week for Torah Tuesday. Hey, peace out.